my name is ZARINA binti Rahim. My metric count is 2003. Today we would like to share about our proposal title, Abuse of Halal Logo Toward Customer Buying Behaviors on Food Packaging. Before we start, we want to show our summary. This is our summary, which will be explained by us today. Firstly, I will explain the introduction of our title. In this chapter have 10 things that influences customer buying behaviors, namely the form of packaging, the label on the packaging, and also the halal logo. Besides that, you can also know about important role for consumer, especially Muslim, in choosing their food product. Lastly, the importance of the study and the definition of term is also be started for further understanding. I will continue with the background of study. Background of the study for our title is Halal certification was given if the form of a Halal certification certificate. Halal haram food is an important point established by Islam to his people in the aspect of food and nutrition to follow the Quran of Quran and Hadith. The Muslim community relies heavy on this logo in selection of food product. Standard of the consumer, it is one of the tools for selecting food product for use daily. For the next slide, I will explain about problem statement. Problem statement we want to find is many factors have led responsible manufacturer to use fake halal logo on their food packaging. Besides that, we want to know about consumer knowledge, which is not comprehensive with the respect to the concept of halal and haram food outline, and why have a lot fake halal logo in packaging food at the market. For the research objective, we find to identify customer awareness on food packaging, and for the research objective 2, to investigate the effect halal logo on packaging toward customer buying behaviors. For research question 1, we want to find more shape and label on the food packaging, a factor for the customer buying this product. And for research question 2, the customer emphasize the halal logo when making a purchase. Lastly, I will tell about study framework awareness of food packaging, such as shape of packaging, labeling, and halal logo on food packaging affect the customer buying behaviors. For the next slide, I pass to the next presenter, ALIAH binti Rosman. Thank you.
Hi, I'm ALIAH binti Rosman as a net presenter, and my metric number is F2001, and I'm going to continue the presentations with the topic of significance of studies. This section divided by two, which is first is industrial perspective, which is considered on food packaging is essential for the halal industry because it benefits to the industry. Then, the packaging concepts were created with the aims of investigating the factors that influence consumer behavior when purchasing food product. Then, the academic perspective is consumer can incorporate halal awareness into their daily life. However, this may serve as the basis for future studies on the benefits of halal and consumer purchasing actions. Consumers will be wiser in selecting items that they believe are healthy and halal for everyday use. Next, I will talk about literature review. In these sessions, I will explain the summary of research on our topics, and I will sum up that consumer buying behavior are playing an important role because the ability of consumer to make decisions when purchasing goods or service based on their preference. According to community in the research market research, the shape of the products is an important way for a company to extraordinary stuff which may influence customer purchasing decisions. However, the halal logo of certification is an essential part of the product's packaging and likely to provide comforts to Muslim consumers in general. However, labeling the product name on the label are the most important aspects of labeling. They will also help consumer was informed their choice about the foods they buy and help them to store and use it. Research methodology are designed to do a quantitative methods using a set of questionnaire to the respondents. Researchers are focused on sampling to 40 respondents which will answer the question given by the questionnaire. These questionnaire are using minimal scales and 5 types Likert scales. Also, the respondent will be collect data from researchers that will be used to collect data itself, and it will be inserted into statistical system for the social science SPSS, and descriptive analysis includes demographics and means instrumentations. We have 4 sections, which is section A, which is our demographic, section B are the awareness of food product, and section C is about the customer buying behavior, and the lastly is open-minded questions. For the section A, B, and C, we are 5 questions for each sections, and for the sections D, we have 2 questions, which is open-minded questions, as well as likely scale. We have ones which is strongly disagree, and disagrees. Number 3 are neutral. Number 3, this strongly agree.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad AMIRUL HAZIQ bin Ahmad AFFANDI, matric number 17 DHF18 F2005. Data analysis. The data is presented by descriptive statistic through frequency count and percentage, illustrated in pie diagram and bar graph to elaborate the answer to research question. For the demographic analysis, gender. Female is the highest respondent with 41 response and the percentage is 71.9%. Age, 18 to 28 years old is the highest respondent with 52 response and the percentage is 89.5%. For the race, Malay is the highest respondent with 57 response and the percentage is 100%. Religion, Islam is the highest respondent with 56 response and the percentage is 98.2%. And lastly, employment status. Student is the highest respondent with 41 response and the percentage is 71.9%. Descriptive analysis for shape of food product. The highest score of this analysis is BS5. The label on the product can help consumer to know the approval of the goods. Total survey is 57 respondents and the mean is 4.86%. Next, descriptive analysis for labeling of food packaging. The highest score for this analysis is BL1, the nutritional content on the package. Total survey is 57 respondents and the mean is 3.98%. Descriptive analysis for halal logo in food packaging. The highest score for this analysis is BHL2, halal logo on food packaging affect the purchase decision. Total of survey is 57 response and the mean is 4.84%. Lastly, descriptive analysis for customer buying behavior. The highest score for this analysis is C1. I prefer a form of product that is easy to open and easy to carry. Total survey is 57 respondents and the mean is 4.65%. Discussion, suggestion and recommendation. For discussion, RO1, identify customer awareness on food packaging. They are consumers who will buy product that have an attractive shape, but they are also consumers who do not look at the shape because they think the shape of a product is not important. RO2, to investigate the effects of halal logo on packaging toward customer buying behavior. Halal logos on food packaging have a profound effect on consumers, especially Muslim, because this halal logo gives high confidence and assurance to consumer. Limitation of study. First, limited information about abuse customer buying behavior, respondents, awareness of food packaging because there has been a COVID-19 outbreak this year. Second, limited sample size to this study collected due to time constraint, limited resources. Third, realist evaluation is a relatively new approach and we recognize that there were a number of limitations of our study. Sample size in research very small, that is 40 respondents only. Future study recommendation. First, more methodological work is needed on how to robustly capture the impact and outcomes. Second, need to use a hybrid tools, both quantitative and qualitative. Third, expand survey and questionnaire to all states and countries. For conclusion, consumer behavior when buying is influenced by many factors, especially the halal logo and food packaging, and it has a positive effect on customer to feel more confident about a product.